Yo, now then guys, and welcome back to another episode of Farming Simulator 22 over on Attingham Park. Right, it is nice to be back over on the Attingham Park series. It has been a little while since we've got Valley Springs back up and running. And yeah, we've got a lot of work we need to be getting done. Well, I say a lot of work. It's not a lot of work, but we can't move on to the next month without doing this. We've got to basically finish this field. And we've got to I've already got a cosplay going for a weeding job. It's not a job like a contract job, it's just one of our fields needs weeding. And yeah, we are cracking on with it. Now I have decided that I'm not a big fan of this new this Challenger tractor, guys. It is not very good at getting in the corners with the and doing 180s for the baling. It keeps getting stuck, so we are maybe going to look at some point in replacing this tractor with one with wheels, basically, rather than tracks. Sorry about that. Yeah, hay fever is just starting to kick my ass just a little bit at the moment, guys, so you will have to bear with me if there's any unintentional coughing or anything like that. I don't mean to do it down the microphone, just sometimes it catches me out. I don't know it's coming till it's here. Yeah, as you can see, we've got quite a bit, you know, of grass work still to do from the last episode. It was quite hard actually. I logged in this morning. I was like, what do I need to do today? Because I just couldn't. You know, it was just a while since we've been on this series, but obviously, you know, it's one of them things. We've got Valley Springs up and running, and yeah, just away we go now. Looking forward to getting back on here and getting it done. I like this series. We've got some slightly bigger equipment on this series. Slightly, what I would call unrealistic ways of doing things, but it's just a nice way of playing the game sometimes, which is why it only comes a couple of episodes a week. Yeah, then we'll have this one today. We'll have Attingham Park tomorrow. And then over the weekend we shall bring some Old Stream Farm. I couldn't think of the name then. My brain and thinking. I'm sorry if you heard that, guys. I am feeling I'm suffering with hay fever, and I'm suffering with indigestion. And indigestion's been something I've been suffering with now for about 4 or 5 days, and it's just no amount of indigestion or anti-indigestion stuff is helping. I don't really know, but it's only when I'm recording. I don't know, it's maybe like it's because I'm talking and I'm sat up. I don't know. I don't have this problem when I'm not sat at my computer. Weird. I know, it's really weird. Like, as you can see, look, we have made a massive amount of bales already. We've got the tractor just out there waiting for us. Just to pick up some other bales. Like I say, we're putting all the bales over in the haymaker for now. I know that's slightly unrealistic. I know on the continent they do use haymakers and things like that, and grass dryers and stuff. We don't tend to use them over here that I'm aware of. But just on this series, it just helps keep things moving along a bit nicer. Especially considering with this year we've got a hell of an amount of job to do this year. Especially with planting 2 giant sugar beet fields. One giant, one big. And then we've got all the corn to do on top. Now the corn's obviously going to be going down for silage again. We need to make, again, more TMR basically. We want to make as much TMR as we possibly can at the moment. Just to keep things ticking along nicely. Take a wide berth, otherwise the tractor gets stuck. Yeah, that's 2 passes and we've got all them bales. And we've still got, like, I don't know, at least another 4 or 5 passes to go. I could put it into a time-lapse, guys. The problem is, if I put this into a time-lapse, we're still going to be waiting for the other field to... I trust you to drop right in front of me. I did not need you dropping right there. Let me just move that over there because I don't need that in the way. This tractor's giving me enough issues with... this tractor's brilliant for pulling trailers. Originally, that's kind of what I bought it for. But yeah, it is starting to be a bit of a pain in the ass. So when I can't do this job, it's a little bit of a pain in the ass. Now we do have a tractor on lease to buy at the moment. I haven't decided if we're going to keep that one yet. Need to do a little bit of research. I might look at buying that tractor outright, and that might be our mowing and grass work contract. You know, grass. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. This is going to take a little while to get done today. There's the sheep. Sheep always look like they're lagging on this map. Just have a little look. 80 frames on a 4080, although we are also playing 4K. So that's 3 passes. Yeah, it's unreal. There's at least another, I reckon, 5 passes. 4 to 5 passes. Could have put this back on the course play. The problem is with the course plays is every time it did a turn, it was just, yeah, it just would not work. It was just constantly getting stuck doing the 180 turn. So what I'm going to start doing in future is I think I'm going to start missing a row or skip a row or whatever the little settings called in course place, just to see if we can try and, I don't really want to get, well, like I say, we could always keep this tractor just because we could use it for pulling like the sugar beets and stuff. You know, we're going to have a lot of sugar beet work to do this year, guys. We're going to have a lot of sugar beet. It's unreal how much we're going to have to do. But once we've done this this baling, we need to get the bales moved. We need to get this field limed. We need to get this field fertilized again. I think everything else is not too badly done, to be honest. I think, anyway. I might be wrong. I don't think it's too bad. The rest of the field should be up and running. Should be nicely done. And then we can look at getting our asses over into June. Now, I might increase that time a little bit because, like I said, there's not over much to do. We can always fertilise and lime this in the next month. It's not the end of the world. Ooh, bit of stutter there. That was in-game, guys. But yeah, if you enjoy the farming series, guys, and you like watching the farming channel, I don't know if it would interest you, but I'm going to plug my other channel. Might be worth going out and checking my trucking channel as well, guys. It's called Matt and DL's Trucking. You will find the link at the bottom of the YouTube page, not the video page, my channel page. It's the only channel that I recommend to watch because, well, it's my other channel. Why wouldn't I plug it as much as I could? Yeah, it's just me playing some Euro Truck Simulator. You know, we have a bit of discussion about some real life topics and stuff, and just we have a bit of a blast. People tend to like that series over there. They like to laugh at me getting annoyed at the traffic and raging when I get crashed into and I have to pay the fine and so on and so on. Yeah, just, you know, just if you enjoy simulation games, why not go out and check it out? Or if you just want to support the channel and you're not over keen, just go drop a subscription over there. We are trying to get YouTube partner on that channel as well now, guys. Just because that channel needs it. When you're not a YouTube partner, your videos are delayed in processing, and you're not like front of the queue and stuff, and blah 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 blah. And yeah, like a video takes like 12 hours to process, where on my partnered channel, my farming videos are always bigger files, and yet they're done in a fraction of the time, and it's just absolutely crazy. So yeah, we are trying to reach 4,000 watch hours over on that channel, guys, and we are trying to hit 1,000 subscribers just to get partner on that channel. Like I say, I'm not saying you need to. Just if you want to support, you know, it's another way of doing it. I would massively appreciate it. And like I say, we do have a laugh. I am going to bring some convoys in as well at some point, guys. Over on that series. So if anyone is a not a member, but if anyone's a subscriber over there, and you know, if you're in the Discord, we'll be able to convoy up at some point. I am going to work my way to buying the American truck DLC as well, just because I haven't got it all. But you know, in the process of getting a house, saving for a house, and I say saving for a house, we've got the money for the deposit and that almost. It's just the bigger the deposit, the less we'll have to pay per month. on the mortgage is the main thing. But there we go. This should pretty much be the last bit. I reckon we'll have maybe 2 trips. I think we can only pick up about 8 bales at a time, so we are going to have to do a little bit of running around with the trailer. It's not a big auto-load trailer, but I didn't want something massively big. As you can see, we have got that looking really, really well, and we have got, I can't get over how many bales we've just made in this episode. So let's get that off and raise that. Let's get that off. Let's get that off. Let's kick that out of there. Lovely. Let's fold that up. Let's fold that up. Lovely. Look at that. The way it just... Oh, it just works. It's just working so well at the moment. I don't think I can double reverse this though. That'll be a problem in itself. It's double reversing this. We'll probably just find somewhere easy to dump this for now. We've got plenty of yard space after the tree, after all the trees got taken down. So we're not really worried about that anymore. Let's get rid of that. If I remember rightly, I don't think this fits under here. Don't know if it will or not. We'll have to find out. Reversing a tractor is quite... Oh, it does fit. Just, but yeah, it does fit. I can be a little bit wobbly driving this sometimes, you know, when I'm reversing, things like that. Let's get that on there. Yeah, I've got a very busy day today. I've got a 12th and 13th gen CPU anti-bend bracket coming, which I need to get fitted today. I've got a new 2TB NVMe to replace my 1TB, which I'm going to put the 2TB for my Windows files. I'm then going to use the 1TB for holding my games and game recordings. But yeah, I found out yesterday, I didn't even know this, my my motherboard takes 4 slots for NVMe, so I'm going to look at maybe getting another 2 NVMe's and yeah, just basically getting rid of all my drives. There we go, that should be it. It's alright, I'm just looking at my Stream Deck because but when I say Stream Deck, I mean my touch portal tablet. Now, if anyone who plays this game, you don't need to buy a Stream Deck if you want Macron keys. If you've got something like an Amazon tablet, I can't get over the lag when it loads it onto this. That stuttering is a lag just jumping onto the trailer. There is a thing called, for example, if you've got an Amazon tablet, you can get an app called Touch Portal. Now, it is completely free, but I do have the paid version. Now, I don't get any sponsorship, it's just, if anyone's interested, it's really, really useful. And you basically just set a load of macrons, and basically it just gives you a touch. It just gives you like a Stream Deck, basically. Now, I do also have a Stream Deck, which is why sometimes I call it a Stream Deck. But yeah, like, so I can unload this without... It should unload this without me touching the F1 menu and seeing what keys I've got. Now, if it's all set up correctly, then yeah, perfect. But yeah, it does make playing the game a lot easier, especially if you play like me and you play on a wheel. If you can get a load of things, you can have up to 110 keys per page, and if you have the premium version, you can have 110 keys per page, and with the premium version you can have unlimited. Right, so I do have it. Let me just have a look. So let me have a look. Auto unload, but it is struggling to I'll tell you why. I think it's because of that. Yeah, it's alright. It had pressed the unload, so it was working, but it put the straps on. But yeah, that basically works. And there you go. The bales are just going to start disappearing one by one till... Oh, hang on a minute. I might have a problem. Oh, I've never thought of this. We have reached capacity, guys. That is not good. We have reached capacity. Wow, I didn't think of that. I did not think of that. That is very interesting. We've reached capacity. Right, well, while that's just sat there doing that, let's just have a look at this guy. He's just doing our weeding over here. He's doing a fantastic job. Absolutely fantastic job. Right, the Landini 7. I just wanted to have a look at something. I just wanted to confirm something. Oh, look, that's that cheap. Landini, I think... No, it's under medium tractors. I'm trying to figure out what brake horsepower it was I got without going back through the video. The Landini 7. So worst kit 225. Yeah, so that's not powerful enough to run what I thought. John Deere is at maybe 300. 247. 313, 287. So the New Holland T7 is the biggest powered one. 310, 35. Yeah. So we could do with trying to get the New Holland T7 rather than the Landini. Plus it does 31 mile an hour. So yeah, we've got a few little options that we kind of need to do at the moment. I'm just going to go back to here, guys. I need to just turn that tractor off. Yeah, that is still working its way through there. What have we got in stock? I'm struggling here because I need to go and get them bales, but there's just not. 29,000 litres of sugar beet there. Total mixed ration. We have got hay in our silo. I can't remember the capacity of our silo, and I don't want to fill it with just hay. Silage. Yeah. Let's just take a look at our cows then, guys. So they're not our cows. They're eating really well now. They're eating really well. They're eating constantly, so that's good enough for me. But yeah, we need to. Yeah, there's not enough here to take out either. We are literally stuck right now. Also, so yeah, we need in the next month we need to go and do that sugar beet. We need to get a sugar beet cutter. Yeah, I'm really stuck right now, guys. I need to get rid of this. Really stuck. And the problem is, there's at least another two. There's at least another 2 trips here. So where can I put? Where can I put these? I don't want to really leave them out, but the problem is I need to put them somewhere safe, and I'd like to have them a little bit closer to here than. Can I maybe might have to move the Landini tractor. Might be worth doing. Can I maybe get these to go under there maybe? If I unload, where? Unload left. No, I want to be unload right now. So unload right. Left shift and I. Area is blocked. Really? Right, so we are struggling a little bit today to get these bales off this field. This is not good. Just want to say that this is not going to plan. This is not going to plan. No. This is not going to plan. Let's see if I can just dump them around here somewhere. Can I? Left shift and I? Yeah. That's the best I can do right now. I need a really big. Well, I say I need a really big. I need to get a shed. That reminds me. Do I need to go and do the? Do I need to go build that field over there? I can't remember if I cut it. I'm a little bit confused at the moment. Right, so I've got one of my buttons, so I need to make another key. There we go. Let's go and get another 8 bales. We're going to have to just put them on top of the other bales. Yeah, a little bit gutted about that one, guys. A little bit gutted. It's really slowed me down as that. What we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ah, so we can get 10 bales. 10 bales per trailer. So it's not going to leave many bales, I suppose. Yeah, that little bit of lag triggering the when it triggers the bales, it's just a little bit silly. A little bit much. Yeah, any stuttering with these bales. I might try a different trailer just to see if it stops that bit of lag. I don't understand. Well, I do. I know what it is. I've got, like I say, I play in 4K, I record in 4K, and I've just absolutely, I've got like more or less maximum settings. That's what it is. But I can't say I really had much of a problem in the past, so. Yeah, it automatically triggered then to put the bales on. That'll do. Can stack them on top of there. We'll bring. Oh no, this is the. I was going to say we'll bring the tractor with the with the front loader on, but that is this one. Maybe it's time to buy a telehandler. We don't have a lot of money. Just want to see if this key works. Yeah, so I have got a button that does this. I was just accidentally pressing the wrong one. I suppose we could put these last 4 bales in the sheep. It's not the end of the world. You know, we'll be cutting grass again soon. And we've still got like 200,000 or 300,000 litres of hay. So, yeah, I haven't got as much done in this episode as I would have liked. I really need to get that field finished baling though. That, not baling, sorry. Weeding. It's because I've just done the baling contract. You know, just doing the baling work. That's what it is. Left shift and I. Okay, well done on. Why can't we empty this trailer? Interesting. There we go. So, yeah, I'm really. Okay, so Mr. Cooper, you are being useless once again. I don't really know what's going on with this field at the moment. I'm just going to quickly move that like that because I need to go back and have a look at that tractor. I'm going to check it. I've just filled the sheet full of. Wow, it only takes 12,000. Okay, I didn't realise that. Why did I don't understand why you left. Why did you leave the course? He's only done the headland. In 30 minutes, all you've done is the headlands. That is shocking. Tell you what, let me just speed that job up a little bit. There we go. Speed it up just a little bit. Right, yeah, that's a little bit gutting, to be honest, guys, because I really need to get this done. It is constantly filling up, but yeah, I've got too many grass bales. I can't believe the sheep only take 12,000 litres, to be honest. A little bit concerned with that. It means it's going to just slow us down. Because it's not making loads and loads of hay. Now, I can increase the time. I've got nothing else I can get done in this one but weeding, fertilising and liming. Again, we can do that in the next month, so it might be worth skipping another month, but I can't skip another month until the weeding contract has actually finished, because that will grow from medium to big weeds. But we are completely lumbered with the way that's treating us at the moment. We are completely stuck until that contract has finished, which is why I was going to look at doing some fertilizing and liming in this same episode, because fertilizing and liming in this episode would help pass the time, basically. So let me just put that over here. I seem to be dumping everything over here, and this isn't even my main yard. I can't use that tractor there because I don't want to use that one, it's not ours, so we'll have to use this one. I think we should have some lime over here. We've got a few minutes. We might get the liming done in time. Just got to lime that grass field back up. I don't think we've got any other weeding contracts to do. Let's have a look. So that's getting weeded. That's getting weeded. We never rolled 29, did we? No. So we're gonna lose about 5% on the rolling. I think it's about 5% on the rolling on that field. But 5% of that field is a lot. But the amount of sugar beet we're going to have is unreal. I still can't get over the fact that I accidentally used the wrong crop in field 21. To this day, it's going to haunt me when we come to harvest. I'm telling you now, but I don't know what it is with that field, but I'm just having so many problems. Why are we... Yeah, I'm just having so many problems with that field when it comes to the workers leaving the course and things like that. I don't understand why it's doing it. But like I say, I've lifted the speed limit on the worker just to try and get us through this month a little bit quicker. I don't really like lifting the speed limits, but that's a big field, and you know, once we've limed this field, fertilising this field is going to take no time at all. And we don't want to be continually stuck in this month, that's for sure. Doesn't need loads of lime on this field. What have we got? We're adding 0.25. So yeah, it's not a load. Like I say, I could have maybe time-lapsed some of this, but I just like to play some series without time lapses, and when we come to harvest we'll be doing some time lapses. But I'm still determining how many sugar beet harvesters we should rent. Depending on if we can make some huge money from silage. I'm trying to think here. We could do with cutting the grass and making some huge amounts of silage. Selling the silage to fund a sugar beet harvester. If we fund a sugar beet harvester, so we own one, we won't need to rent as many in future. That's what I'd like. Plus, if we mow this grass for silage, we might go up to the hedge. We could turn that them grass bales into what is it actually? I'm just thinking. We could turn that into silage. I reckon there's about 100,000 litres of... I don't know. Like I say, I'm in a difficult spot at the moment because financially we've got 73 grand, and you're thinking, yeah, Matt, 73 grand, that's a load of money. We need to rent at least two harvesters for the sugar beet. That's 25 grand a pop. If we rented 3, we don't have enough. So we are slowly trying to work our way through doing that. That's the big thing. We're not going to do 2 big sugar beet fields again. We're not going to have the storage capacity for that amount of sugar beet. I don't even know where we're going to store the sugar beet, to be honest. But I think we're going to be talking about 2 million litres of sugar beet in the silo. Now we can obviously fill the sugar production with sugar, and we can also fill it full of sugar beet, cut sugar beet, sorry. So we do have to remember to cut the sugar beet, because it, again, 300,000 litres of each one. It just gets rid of more, it'll process more, and yeah, so it might make us more money that way. I am thinking maybe of not selling the sugar automatically and just selling it at the best price. It would make us more money. It would make us a lot more money, but it would mean we have to go and babysit the sugar mill. That's the only downside. That is the biggest problem with that. We'd have to babysit the sugar mill, because when it gets full, it'll stop producing. And if it stops producing the sugar, we won't be making any money at all. So while we're auto selling it, it's technically easier. We just don't make as much. Then again, I could bring in a storage mod. We could distribute it to the storage mod. That wouldn't be a bad one. You see the problems I've got now, guys? But as you can see, I can't get over this field has just taken me 5 minutes to do the headland. I know, because we had 25 minutes and we've just smashed over the 30-minute mark. This is a really, really slow job, actually. But there's nothing I can do about it. But I am going to leave the episode here, guys. I am going to get this field completed, because I need to get that weeding finished. So, you know, I can't go into the next month without it. We can fertilise this in the next month. We haven't got much to do, you see, in summer at the moment. You know, we'll be sorted when we get more fields. So we might as well carry on the you know, sleep and go into the next month, and that'll help with the hay, so we can get some more grass in the haymaker and so I call it the haymaker, grass dryer. But if I leave this episode here, I'll get this finished off recording just until that weeding is complete. Yeah, there's no point me being in this episode all this time and doing time lapses and stuff. We're just stuck at the moment. It's one of them things where every job's just taking more time than I would like. Hopefully, guys, you've enjoyed this episode. I know it's been a bit of a quieter episode, or I say quiet, you know, a little bit of a slower paced episode, but you know, again, there's not much to do and there's no point rushing work to go into an empty month. So that's why we've kind of just taken our time to do it. But we will be back on Attingham Park tomorrow, guys, so hopefully you've enjoyed it. Hopefully I see you all in the next episode. But for now, it's a bye from me.